Sam, first of all, tell me where you're at in the process, what you're hearing about the tournament, and when it might happen and how it's going to look.
Yeah, so far we're excited about the tournament. It's going to be the end of June, the last weekend, and if everything goes well and we're in phase two, we're going to be allowed to host the event. The convention center has been excellent to work with, and we're super excited to follow all the guidelines that the CDC requires and that the governor's going to require, and our mayor here in Tampa. But they've been great, and we've really sat down and ironed out a very thorough plan.
So what is that plan? How does it work?
Yeah, I mean, the plan
as
is
of now, I know it changes. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. The plan is very intense. Like we're gonna have 6-foot circle tables, and you only can only have so many people at each table, and the tables are going to be spread out, and we're going to reduce our total number of teams 75%. So we'll have a lot less teams at the event. You know, we're going to have masks for everybody. It's going to be a very very compliant, and we're just thankful to even have the opportunity to try to have the event.
So tell me the name of the event and like what sort of participants you have.
Yeah, the name of the event is called the Tampa United Slam, and it's a volleyball event for kids that are 8 to 18, all girls, and we usually have teams from all over the state of Florida that come, even some from out of state. Volleyball clubs from Miami all the way to Jacksonville, and it's a mid-level tournament as far as the level of competition.
Mm-hmm. What sort of feedback are you getting from people? They must be anxious to be back on the court and playing in a tournament.
Yeah, the kids can't wait. We've been having driveway practice where they're out in their driveways passing the volleyball, and they just can't wait to get back in the gym and start training. And now that we're allowed to train in smaller groups, eventually, and then if we get the phase two call, then we should be good to go to have this large group event.
Now, I think you mentioned to me that normally you use a portion of the convention center, but given the social distancing, you might have to use the entire area that they have in order to make it wider. Is that still the case?
Absolutely. So usually for this tournament, we only use the East Hall, but for this event, we're using the whole 200,000 square feet so that we can really spread it out. In fact, we're going to have a court with players on, and then we're going to have an empty space where we would have had a court, and then another court. So there'll actually be, we'll alternate space to really create a safer environment. We're also going to ask that when the two teams that aren't playing, they leave the venue. Mm-hmm. So only the two teams that are participating can watch that game or participate in that game, and only one spectator per athlete can actually watch the game as well.
Okay. Anything else that I didn't ask you about this? The convention center obviously is very thrilled to have both you and Comic-Con. I don't know if there's anything else about, the tournament and so forth that I may not have asked you.
No, we're just very thankful for the convention center wanting to do the event, because a lot of other areas are shying away. And I think, we need to start phasing ourselves back into our normal activities, which these kids can't wait to play, and they are providing a great opportunity for the kids. I've gotten feedback from club directors all over the state that they're very excited to come to Tampa, and they know that we're going to take every precaution to make sure that this is a safe, phenomenal environment for these kids.